All right, guys, we're gonna talk about some Andor, new Disney Plus Star Wars show just came out. 3 episodes were dropped. Basically, what we do with everything here, we're just gonna jump straight into spoilers. So, if you haven't watched the 3 episodes, go watch them, then come back and listen to us talk about it, and comment below how much you thought about the episode too. So. Yeah, Andor, first 3 episodes.
I really liked it. Thought it was really good. It feels darker. It kind of more interesting themes. I thought that it looks really good. I think it's one of those shows that we've complained about other Disney Plus Star Wars shows. Book of Boba Fett, especially. That certain scenes felt
Andor was using up all the budget,
cheap,
bro.
but Andor looks like really good. I was really shocked at how like amazing it looks. I mean, I really liked it a lot. Just from the beginning, kind of has a different feel to it, more like a espionage kind of like fugitive vibe to it that I really enjoyed. The music was cool. There was some unique takes on stuff. Like there's one part where the drums come in.
Yeah, I was like, there's no drums in Star Wars, bro. There's no drum solos.
Wildcat was playing the bass. But no, I really liked it. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Ask you guys. You guys got to go.
Oh, I want to hear yours.
like
I want to hear yours.
Nah, you guys go first.
Oh, yeah. Hey, don't hold back, bro.
Yeah.
Because I really liked it. I can see how... I asked Mick this, and Crystal, I was like, did it feel like Star Wars to you? Because to me, it felt like a really good sci-fi show, and I think there's really good elements in it, but I wasn't right off the bat like, oh, this is in Star Wars. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of references to, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's like an interesting thing to consider, especially on this podcast where we're always like, did the music feel like Star Wars? Did the show feel like Star Wars?
Right.
Speak for yourself.
It's really different from anything we've ever seen. I think that's a good thing. I also don't think that it's like, I've seen a lot of people like, this is the thing that Star Wars has needed forever. Finally, some change. I'm like, I agree that it's nice to have something new, but like, I've liked The Mandalorian and everything else they've come out with. So I feel like a lot of people are like kind of using this to kind of crap on everything else they've made. Like, oh, see, this is what we've always wanted. Why don't you give us that? Also, to play devil's advocate, this is a pretty adult show. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of adult themes. There's swearing in it. And
oh my goodness,
George Lucas always said Star Wars was for kids.
Yeah, it was a little like pre-sex scene kind of thing going on there.
And there was a post-sex talk. They were like, the dude was creepily watching her sleep.
Thus, not Star Wars.
Not Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anyway, just kind of an interesting to think about. I think, like I said, I really enjoyed it. And like, there's a lot of still like Star Wars themes in there, found family, that kind of stuff in there. But yeah. I think it doesn't help that Tony Gilroy is like, who's the writer, is like his favorite thing to do is to crap on Star Wars. He's always like, "Well, this sucks. Well, whatever. Like, we're gonna do adult shows now," kind of a thing. So like, part of me, I'm a little cynical sometimes towards him because I'm like, dude, just shut up and make your show. Like, you don't have to. You can make your show a good show and not crap on everything else and be like, "Oh, it's for juveniles," you know. But yeah, I mean, so far. 3 episodes in, I really enjoyed it. I think all the acting was great across the board. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I think the fact that it doesn't necessarily jump out to you as like, oh, this is obviously in the Star Wars universe. I think it's a benefit to the show. It definitely has a much more like grungy feel than like the Boba Fett show or even Mando for some aspects, but yeah, just the drama aspect of it, I'm really liking, and like you said, it feels very, like fugitive espionage type of stuff, which it's interesting to play with with the genres and stuff in like an already established universe. So it's been really, really fun so far. How many episodes are in the first season?
12, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's 12. It is 12.
And
It is
longer episode
Yeah, I
lengths
thought
than
they
I
were gonna
thought.
be-
Hey, they lied to me.
I thought
You
they were
said
going to
they're
be
going to
20,
be
30
25
minutes.
minutes each.
Yeah.
That's what
Maybe
you
these
said.
next ones
They're
are, guys.
42 and like
don't know.
around
Yeah,
that.
they're like normal
40,
size.
41, 37, 42.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for me so far.
Give it
All
to
right,
us.
Give it
C-Dog.
to us. Hey, like Duran says, give me the meat and give me it raw.
Okay, I'll give it to you raw,
Wriggling.
man. Yeah, so I think that there's a couple reasons why I wasn't super excited about this or wasn't super enjoying it. I think runtime is something that really became apparent is really slow. And there were moments I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because it was just very, very slow. This isn't an action-packed... I mean, there were some moments that were really cool, like the moment with him and the dudes in the alleyway and having to make that decision. It's like, yo, do not ever get caught in the alleyway with Cassian Andor. You're dead.
exactly.
Okay?
We've already seen it
if we've learned
twice.
anything about him. That was cool. There's a lot of aspects of this show that I really enjoyed. It's just, I think that it was just so long and the story wasn't anything unique. I've seen this story a million times. So for me, it wasn't super engaging for me. And then also you brought up a good point, Josh, that it didn't feel Star Wars. I think it did a little bit. Like it felt more like attuned to kind of Mandalorian style Star Wars, where it's like Star Wars adjacent. You know, it's like you have these related characters and you have these features like droids and scrap yards and not the Republic. The Republic? No.
Separatists?
Yeah.
Right. They mentioned the Republic also.
They
but
have those themes there and like the small town, like, and you can go between, you know, planets and stuff like that. All this is just stuff that happens in Star Wars. But when it comes down to the heart of it and like the music and the heart of it, it didn't strike me as Star Wars in these first 3 episodes. So that's my biggest thing was slow, didn't feel super Star Wars. I think I'm not sure if maybe it's just because I'm not a huge I don't like watching like long dramas. Like I don't like those type of shows. So maybe that's another reason why, but yeah, I don't know. The music didn't hit super well for me. I liked what they did with him, the flashbacks to when he was a kid, where they were like speaking their language.
Yeah.
And that kind of like happened. That was really long though. Like I understand what they were doing there. Like they're trying to show throughout, like with this like foreign language and like, not like what was that show where it was like kids on an island and they had to like
Lord of the Flies.
yeah, it was like Lord of the Flies kind of feel. So that was cool. It just took forever, and I got the gist like instantly, and it's like we're just gonna keep going at this, and I get it, you know. So I don't want to sound like cynical or anything like that, but it just didn't hit super good for me. Which is funny because I'm like, man, I keep being on the wrong side of popular opinion.
Wrong side of history.
Everyone's like, oh, I hate Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I really like Lord of the Rings. I really love Andor. I'm like, it was all right.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I just thought it was all right.
It's definitely a slow burn. Like
Yeah,
it's
ultra.
really like really slow.
Well, and that's definitely why they dropped those 3 episodes together. Can you imagine if it was like one episode, you had to watch 3 weeks on those?
No.
Like it would have been.
I think I would agree more with Corey if it was like that. If it was week to week, those first 3, that would be
that'd
like,
been
that would be
what
painful.
But isn't that what it's going to be moving forward?
I mean, we don't know.
hopefully it picks up.
Yeah, but I think there's probably like you're gonna see more. I think they had to get like established where he's from and how do we get him off this planet.
Yeah.
3 episodes, and I think now you're gonna
just
start
like-
seeing more things like
we
different
watched-
missions, different things.
We watched, like 120 minutes of content?
41, 37, 42.
And it's like the amount that we covered wasn't that much. Like I've seen a lot more ground covered in a lot shorter. Have you guys ever watched the movie Up? I mean, it was like ever heard of it? Like the amount that they got accomplished
she
in the first like
dies
2
in
minutes.
5 minutes,
And it made me cry. So, no, I'm just kidding around. But yeah, it was all right. It was all right. The music didn't hit it for me, and I think that's a really big thing for Star Wars for me. And then I didn't even know the thing about the director and kind of his sentiment around it. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, it's also kind of suffering from the problem where I know how his end is. So it's like kind of like, okay, we're just learning about his life before
Yeah.
that all. Okay, cool. But it's not something where I'm like, awesome. I'm not like super rooting for him.
I think it'll get better when it's introduced stuff about the rebellion, because as you're going to see the rebellion forming, I think that's where it's going to feel more Star Wars.
Okay.
We have Mon Mothma and that kind of stuff, and the Senate and Coruscant.
That's what I'm
I
most
think
interested
that's
in.
where it's going to feel. And then when you actually are dealing with the Empire and not these like
Scrubs.
outer rim
Like
police
security
force, yeah.
security force.
I think that's when it's going to start feeling a little more Star Wars, because they're going to bring that stuff in. But I could be wrong.
But they're like setting up that guy who was like heading up the team.
I couldn't
as this-
stand that dude.
He's
he was so
he's going
good.
to
He was
exist
so
more.
good, but it was like, man, he did a really good job of it. You just hated him. Even the way he stood and stuff, I was like, man, you're the type of guy. You're a snitch. You're the type of guy who would get me in trouble when I was in high school. You wouldn't leave well enough alone.
Yeah. I mean, I do like I really liked him as a character. Just like the fact that he's like he wants justice, but you're like, what do you really want justice for? Is it because you're like sad that these guys got killed, or because you're like
You're trying to get up.
you're trying to,
Dude, he's the kid who, when we were in class and the teacher forgot to do the quiz, he's like, ma'am, weren't we supposed to do a quiz today?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone's like, F you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's the guy.
And
He's
then we
that
beat
guy.
him up
Homework.
outside.
We beat him up after school.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
It is an interesting aspect though to like have someone care about someone getting murdered, because like in all the other Star Wars films, it just seems like if someone gets shot in the street, it's like
Yeah,
that's the way it is.
Well, even his boss is like,
Yeah.
these guys are looking for trouble.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, exactly.
or like what happens in the canteen, it's like arm chopped off, whatever.
But I don't even think he cares about them getting murdered, though. I think, like what Josh says, it's more of like
Right.
he cares about
I mean,
making
I
a
guess
name
just
for
the
himself.
fact that like there's any action at all is
Right.
what I'm saying.
That there is consequences to something.
Yeah, that something is being done, no matter
yeah.
what his intentions are.
We never see the aftermath of that
Right,
stuff in
yeah.
Star Wars, so it's funny to see this guy come in and be like,
Right.
"Hey, these guys got killed. What's the deal?"
Yeah.
I was like the Irish dude.
Yeah,
He was like, "Sir,
Oh, yeah.
Did you recognize him?
we got him."
I think he's Scottish, actually.
Whatever he is, the same thing.
Did you recognize who it is? The actor? It's
Commissioner whatever from.
Pete.
Oh,
something from the Batman.
The Batman,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
the
super-
rat guy.
Yeah, he was super good. I liked his speech, and then him being when the other guy gives the crappy speech, and they're all like, and he's like, "Yeah, well said,
Yes.
good job."
Well said, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool moments that I enjoyed in there. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty. I like the setting of the planet, like how everyone's just like, for one, they're like a community. Everyone's kind of looking out for each other, but also they're all basically like they all have like kind of like their side hustle they're doing.
Yeah.
Like you can tell everyone's like, I'm ripping this guy off, and I'm doing this under the table, and so it's kind of an interesting dynamic there.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I just like the early seeds being planted of like, again, going back to the espionage thing of like, hey, we need to get our stories straight here. I think that happened like 3 times in the show. So just stuff like that is interesting to me. I really enjoy that. Anything else?
No, not really.
Do you want to go over our predictions?
Yeah, let's do that.
we can do predictions. Yeah,
Yeah.
And we did make these before we all saw the episodes, correct?
Yes.
No one cheated.
you're right.
Okay.
Let's see, where is it?
And this
All right.
is something we do for every show or maybe
Star
movie
Wars.
that we
Star Wars
watch.
show.
Mainly Star Wars. So
I don't think we've done it for any other.
if you guys want to make predictions too, go ahead and make predictions on these characters maybe possibly showing up or not.
Where's? Okay. Hold on. I need
Or
to
these just the
I need to take a
appearances?
picture of mine so that I can have. I can remember what I put.
Okay.
I'll make it up on the spot.
All right, so I'm basically just going to go through. This is just what characters we think will appear.
Yeah.
And so these are just ones I thought of that would make sense if they were in the show, but doesn't mean they're going to be in there. So the first one is C-3PO, and I've got Mick. What's your prediction?
Josh actually has all my answers.
I do. I'll tell you what. Here you go.
Why?
Do you have your phone? Texted it to you.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna speak for
everyone get
Mick.
your phones out.
People don't
Come
want to
on.
listen to me.
Josh, talk for me.
I mean,
All right.
I
So
know mine.
C3PO, I said yes.
Okay, we got a yes for Mick. Corey,
no.
a no for Corey. And Choop, what did you have?
I had a yes.
A
with the
yes?
3PO.
I had a yes as well. So Corey's in probably going to be right here.
I'm ready to win it.
All right, R2D2. Mick.
Right. Well, you can't have one without the other. So yes to R2 as well.
Corey.
No, sir.
Choop.
Yes. See, the correct answer is probably no on all of them.
Yeah.
And Jonah's a yes. Yeah, I got a little worried. After I did my predictions, then I saw like an article where they're like,
There's no
Tony Gilroy
references.
said, no. It's
Tony
like,
Gilroy said
Tony
Star Wars
Gilroy
sucks.
said, Tony Gilroy said, they told us they didn't want any fan service. So that was really good. So I'm like, oh, great.
Oh.
It's
Well,
I'm
Awesome.
screwed because, as always, I'm full.
I think Han Solo's showing up.
Number 3.
here's some.
Number 3 is Princess Leia. Mick.
I said yes.
Oh, Mick went with a yes. Choop.
Nah,
I mean, Corey,
nah.
sorry.
Oh,
I said no.
Corey said no. Choop said.
Nah.
I didn't say a lot here. I'm going to be. I didn't
And
say yes a
Jonah
lot.
said, I said no.
I said a lot of no's.
Palpatine. Mick.
I said yes.
God,
Wow.
I think this is the one I've said the yes to most out of all the
Corey?
shows.
no.
It's a no for him, dog.
I don't think so.
Choop.
I said yes.
Oh my God.
We're
And
getting set up
Jonah,
stuff.
and Jonah said,
I hope I lose.
yes, I'm Palpatine.
I hope I lose because then there's more Star Wars, like more core Star Wars in this show.
Yeah.
So I'm down, but I think I'm right.
Number 5, Tarkin.
Oh,
Mick.
Tarkin, I said no.
Corey.
I said yes.
Choop.
I said yes.
Yeah.
And Jonah said, what did I say? Tarkin is a yes for me.
Classic
Oh.
Jonah.
Wait, did you just name off all the ones you thought would appear?
I just started thinking of stuff.
Okay.
Krennic.
I said yes to Krennic.
I said yes. As
Oh,
well.
okay. Choop.
I said yes as well.
And I said yes as well. So if you at home said no, you could get a point against us. Number 7, the Darth Lord himself, Lord Vader.
Vader, I said no.
Okay. Corey.
I said yes.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Choop.
Nah.
And Jonah said
yes.
no.
Oh, such a
no. Number 8, Jedi. Any Jedi. Can be a flashback. It can be a guy igniting a lightsaber. It doesn't have to be specific. It just
Okay,
has to
I
be
might have a
Jedi.
discrepancy. We'll go over it when we get there, but I said no for Jedi.
Okay.
Wait. So it could be anything shown on
A
screen,
live Jedi. It has to
and
be
it
a live
doesn't
Jedi.
have to be a lightsaber, right? It could just be.
No, it could be like
Okay.
someone in their Jedi robes,
Okay.
but it has to. We have to know it's a Jedi.
Okay. I said no, but can I change it to yes? Because I didn't think about a flashback.
Okay, sure, that's fine. We'll allow it.
I mean, I'm already 3 episodes wrong, so
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll allow it.
Choop.
I said yes, but I'd like to change it to no because I'm pretty sure I said no.
Are you serious? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
you're like, why did I
And
write
Jonah, I
this? Only an
said.
idiot would say yes.
I said yes.
Okay, my boy, my boy.
No,
Couple idiots.
I have number 9, a specific Jedi. You don't have to put one, but I mean,
Does this count as a negative? Or can we just have a bonus point? Because we can all just have
it
a
counts
shot.
as negative. You can put
flame.
like you can abstain from saying it.
Yeah. It's less.
And get
Well,
nothing.
I already believe there's no Jedi.
if
in
you're
it.
smart, you won't do anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
it'd be a
well,
no
you're
for
right.
me then.
Can we all just
Let's get
have a
rid of
free
this one.
shot?
Let's get rid of it.
No, can we all just have a free shot?
Free shot. Specific Jedi.
Free shot?
free shot.
Free shot. Free shot. Go for it. Throw one up there.
Free shot. Who's alive at this point?
Yeah. So this was like
Doesn't have
5
to,
years
it could be a
before that.
flashback.
A little
It could
bit
be a
after-
flashback.
like Anakin's like 13 right now.
There's not gonna do any. There's not gonna be any.
Sorry, not right now. Sorry. When Cassian
in the
was
flashbacks.
when Cassian was so Cassian's 13 years younger than Anakin.
I have no clue. I'm gonna Kiadi Mundi, good old egghead.
How do you spell it? Candy.
Just put egghead.
Cal Kestis.
Oh,
He's
Okay.
showing up.
Oh, hold on. Cal. Corey.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
I'll allow you to guess the same thing if you want.
yeah, I'm the same.
I don't mind.
Mining planets, stripping
Yeah.
planets. Very similar.
A lot of same vibes.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Yes.
Another Kestis?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It worked.
I'm going to go
I would
with...
also like to change my
I'm going with Ahsoka.
Okay.
You got
Wait,
Rosario
what?
Dawson there anyways.
Okay.
She's Fulcrum in Rebels.
Well, let me guess what you said for the last one.
Okay. Galen Urso.
I said no for Galen.
Yes.
No.
I said yes.
Sita with a yes.
I said
Shoot.
yes.
What did I say?
Homie's cooking up the plans right now
That's
as we
right.
speak, dog.
Exactly.
Yes. For me.
I don't know how they'd be related at this point, but we might see the homie. We might see him.
We got Bail Organa. Mick.
I said yes.
Corey.
Oh, right. Yes.
Choop.
Affirmative.
And I said, yes, sir. And the last one, Fulcrum, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, I said yes. And I mean, technically, she's not a Jedi.
Correct.
So that's why I have no
Okay,
Jedi.
well,
and
I'll
She's not
change it.
Jedi.
I'll change it.
I just want to be clear. Just want to be clear here.
She's not a Jedi.
Theoretically, yeah.
So I said yes to
Okay.
Ahsoka.
Corey.
I said yes. It just seems like
Choop.
it fits well.
I said, heck nah, brah.
Ooh.
And Jonah said,
Double points.
yes.
Double or nothing.
Double negative
Yeah.
or double
I'll
positive.
take it.
Okay, so I'm going to change
What'd you
my...
say? What'd you say?
I said yes.
Okay.
I'm going to change my... What Jedi would show up?
Yoda.
No, what's the name?
Yes. Yoda would show up.
Plo Koon.
You think he would use Plo Koon?
Yeah, Tony Gilroy, who hates everything Star Wars.
He's going to take him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, those are our
Awesome.
predictions.
Okay.
So Mick, I think Mick's won 2 with a Corey and Mick won the first one,
shared
tied
a
for the
win.
first one.
What
Sure.
was our first show? What did we do first?
Mando?
No, Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, and then Obi-Wan.
and then
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now we'll have.
I have a feeling I will be losing my crown for the show. I just felt good about saying yes to a lot of them.
I know, and
Doesn't
I
it feel good to just be like, man, get your hopes up?
Yeah.
Han Solo showing up, absolutely.
That is still
Chewbacca
no.
showing up, absolutely.
No.
Just wait till we get into Mando season 3.
See, Mando season 3, all bets are off.
I'm dropping
you're
them
like,
off. Dave
whatever,
Filoni's
yeah,
doing
Dave
it.
Filoni.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
It is interesting to have these two shows going on at the same time. It feels like Mando season 3 is like Dave Filoni just playing with the Star Wars action figures, throwing in whoever, and this guy's like, this is adult Star Wars.
Yeah, this is cynical stuff. Game of Thrones
No.
stuff.
Get it right. That one feels more like Star Wars. This one feels like something else.
This is cinema.
Babylon 5
yes.
or Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine. That's right.
It's like, oh, it's Star Trek, but it's Deep Space Nine. You'll see some Klingons every once in a while, but this is a whole new ball game.
Oh man.
So yeah, anything else on Andor?
I don't think so.
Seems like most people are really stoked about Andor, so that's
What
that
would you
bodes
give
well.
if you rated it? What would you for the first 3 episodes? What would you give it? Because
First
mine's
3
like
episodes-
I would give it like a 9.2. I think it's one of if I were
Are you
Get a hold of that guy. Get a hold of
if
that guy.
I were to
I almost passed out.
if I were
That's
to
crazy
put up
high.
like if I were to put up like the first season of Mando, like the first 3 episodes, and then
That's arbitrary.
Obi-Wan and Book of Boba Fett, like
Why the 3 first episodes of each one?
because I saw the first 3 of this one. If I was to do like this is a brand new show that I'm just watching, I would say this was the one that I was like the most excited for.
Ooh.
yeah.
Because at the end of it, I was like, wow, that was really good. Whereas Mando, I was like, oh, Jawa's okay. Like, it took a while for me to get invested. This one, I was like, okay. Like, because I just thought the look of it, the acting, to me, it was just really good. So,
I think that's unfair because they obviously released these 3 together because the story goes together.
Yeah, it was-
so it's
right.
unfair to compare 3 to 3.
I'm just saying-
You're telling me at the end of Mando season 1, when you saw Baby Yoda, you weren't like, "What the f is going on here?
No,
what are we doing
yeah,
here?"
no.
And you were excited.
Yes, that was good. But I'm just saying, like, this one,
prisoner of the moment. This guy.
Yeah.
I am a prisoner of the moment. But I'm just saying, like, if I was to just put those 3, I'm like, man, everything to me was done well. There wasn't anything in this show that I was like, I didn't like that. I mean, all the characters worked for me. So I just thought it was really well done. Like, I'm not saying I like it better than Mando, but I'm just saying
That's
what you said.
there's
That's what you
nothing I
said.
can complain
the first
about.
3 episodes.
Does that make sense?
Nah.
If I compare
yeah,
3
it
to
makes
3.
sense. Yeah. So if I rated it, I don't think any of those first 3 episodes are higher than like an 8. I mean,
7s, IGN 7s.
yeah, probably somewhere in the 7s.
Okay.
For Andor, probably 7.1. Music just wasn't great. I'm just gonna be honest. Like it fit what was going on.
Yeah, but
it just
didn't feel Star
fit
Wars.
Star Wars, because you can do the same thing and still fit, and feel it's Star Wars. But yeah, I liked. I like where it's going, and we'll see if it gets me excited or if I fall asleep. Because it was close, guys. I'm letting you know. Brie was like,
So
"You're
no,
not falling asleep, right?" And I was like, "No."
Did Brie like it?
She said it was okay.
So no midnight reactions from us with Andor.
Corey's gonna
We
fall asleep.
could. We could. We could.
have to-
I'd have to look over
juice
there.
him up.
God, Sea Dog's asleep again.
You'd have to be the guy real excited about it, because I would be like, "All right, okay, I've seen this before." I mean, that's my biggest thing is I've seen this before. This is a classic kind of like trope.
But have you seen it in Star Wars though?
I still haven't.
Hey,
Just kidding. It was good. 7.1 for the first 3 episodes. Good job.
Nice. Okay.
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for Andor, the first 3 episodes. I wonder if the next one's going to be like 42 minutes again, or if it's going to... I would assume
38.
Okay.
38 minutes.
He just started betting. Okay.
Lock me in for 40.
Wow. And Mick.
I'm going 41.
I'm going 42. But that's
Welcome back to Star Wars Runtime episode.
That's right, where we just guess numbers. So dumb. Anyway, all right, we'll see you guys for the next episode of
Andor.